2,500 Marines and 3 warships are now heading to the Middle East. The request the Pentagon is waiting on, with a 4th week of war about to begin.
Okay, and we set more records today as our temperatures closed in on 90 degrees. I'll let you know how long this high heat's going to stick around in a few more minutes.
Mizzou fans are rallying in St. Louis right now. We are live on the other side of the state before the Tigers go dancing tonight.
From Kansas City's news leader, this is KMBC 9 News at 4.
And don't worry, we haven't forgotten about KU. We have crews following both of our teams ahead of tonight's games. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jamie Weiss, in for Kelly.
And I'm Laura Moritz. KMBC 9's Eric Graves and Taylor Kaufman are joining us live.
We want to start off with Eric, who's in the middle of Mizzou's rally. Eric, oh, you're having fun.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I didn't get any time to warm up before I started throwing these guys, so don't judge me, okay? That was terrible. Oh, my goodness. Okay, they're booing me. The crowd is booing me. I think I really need to stop. Appreciate you guys. They're UConn fans. We're not paying attention to it right now. A lot of Tigers here at Ballpark Village. I want to give you a look around. The watch, or I guess not the watch party, the pregame party to it all just started. Mizzou Alumni Association hosting this. Having a lot of fun here. They're expecting a huge crowd. It's in St. Louis. It's one of the best draws of the tournament here. When you think about being just 2 hours from home, no team got luckier than Mizzou did being this close. The fans we talked to so far expect this to be a monster Missouri crowd. That's what they said when we talked to them earlier.
Oh, we were jumping up and down. We were like, we can't wait to get down here and get tickets for this.
It's great, man. I mean, this is great. You never get a home game like this, so we got to make the best of it.
100% Missouri, because, you know, Miami, Purdue, they don't matter.
I will say we've only seen one Miami fan so far, so maybe it will be 100% Mizzou. Let's see if I can redeem myself right here. Oh, that wind blew that one. Okay. It's on the board. We will take it, folks. We'll send it back to you guys there in Kansas City.
You're getting better,
That's
Eric.
good. That's better than I could do.
I'm getting better. I'm improving.
You are. And, you know, by 6, you'll be perfect. All right.
Oh.
Thank you. Now let's check in on the Jayhawks. Taylor Kaufman at tonight's rally.
And Taylor, what does KU have planned out in San Diego?
Hey, well, I tell you what, we found a lot of red and blue here near the San Diego State campus. We're at the Mesa. There's going to be a pep rally coming here very soon. The band is making their way. These nice gentlemen are from Overland Park. They come every year to some stop at the NCAA tournament. They told me they didn't even know that KU was going to be here. They just happened to be in San Diego and drew the lucky straw. And so these guys, very familiar with the NCAA tournament, and you know who else is familiar with the NCAA tournament. That is Kevin Harlan. He's the play-by-play announcer for tonight's game. We talked to him yesterday. He says it just never gets old.
You know, it's a privilege to be in that chair. It's my 28th, and they're all so much fun. I get to, go to these great arenas, see these terrific coaches and teams, and the atmosphere in college sports is so unique and so special that it just makes every game meaningful. The pride these kids take, the aura of the tournament itself.
The tournament itself is just so special. Bill Self has been to the NCAA tournament 22 times with the University of Kansas. We saw them out at practice yesterday. They were all smiles, having a really good time just getting onto that hardwood. They have the late tip tonight here in San Diego. Like I said, pep band coming here in just about an hour or so. We're going to have them joining us tonight at 5. From San Diego, I'm Taylor Kaufman. Laura, Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Oh, how fun, Taylor. Yeah, you're amongst all the KU fans.
We had a party foul over here. We didn't want to get on camera, but right before we tossed that soundbite, we had a beer knockover. So we're trying to get it together over here a little bit.
We have time. We have the 5 and 6 to get it ready, so we're good.
That's right. We will talk to you very soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our local women's teams are advancing to another round of March Madness. The next opponents for the Wildcats, Jayhawks, and Tigers is ahead in 13 minutes. And First Alert weather meteorologist Neville Miller is watching our first day of spring or summer.
Right. Because we're breaking some records, right, Neville?
Oh, we are. We totally smashed today's record. The previous record high for today was 82 degrees. We're still at 88 right now as we look towards the west. We do have some sunshine, some high-level clouds. Also, some smoke has drifted in from wildfires and prescribed burns off to our west and southwest. So that's had an impact on our air quality. Otherwise, really the big weather story has been the heat for today. Normal highs are in the upper 50s. We're at 88 in Lee Summit, 89 for Olathe, low 90s out towards Lawrence and Ottawa and Garnett and Paola. As of right now, thankfully, it's a dry heat, so we're not talking about it being hot and really humid. But again, the record of 82 degrees set back in 1953 just blown out of the water by a lot. We at least know we hit 89 today. Checking in to see if we touched 90 degrees at all here officially in Kansas City. I mentioned we've had some issues with our air quality. Right now we're in the yellow, so just moderate air quality. Again, that's due to that smoke from prescribed burns to our southwest, some wildfire burns in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas there as well. Tomorrow we're going to bump up our temperatures just a touch. Upper 80s and even a few more low 90s showing up. So could set another record on our Saturday. I'll let you know when we cool back down coming up.
All right, thank you, Neville. We have breaking news that we need to tell you about right now. A restaurant worker at KCI is accused of using his cell phone to videotape women in the gender-neutral airport bathroom. Now, Teriosi Ludwig is charged with felony invasion of privacy. Court documents say at least 66 people are victims based on video files from his phone. Police were alerted to the situation when a woman reported seeing a corner of his phone under the stall partition. Ludwig was also seen on surveillance video walking away from the area shortly before she left the bathroom. I-70 is back open this afternoon after a deadly crash closed it for more than 12 hours yesterday. News Chopper 9's Johnny Rollins brought this to you as breaking news yesterday. State troopers say a 43-year-old man from Georgia was driving a semi that crashed into a second semi, then hit a car. The second semi hit a third semi, which overturned. 3 people were hurt, 2 badly. Eastbound lanes opened back up about 7 p.m. last night. Westbound lanes did not open until 4:30 this morning.
Kawan Tresvant is charged with attempted first-degree murder, accused of stabbing a woman at an Olathe park. Police say Tresvant did not know the victim. The 38-year-old is expected to survive. She's currently receiving treatment at an area hospital. This happened around noon at Two Trails Park yesterday. Tresvant was arrested shortly after. He was expected in court this afternoon. We're still working to learn what happened.
One woman will serve 16 years in prison for shoplifting at several Northland stores. The Clay County Prosecutor's Office says $2,400 worth of merchandise was taken in a single incident. The prosecutor worked with KCPD and retail loss prevention teams to get this sentence for Aliyah Walker.
2,500 Marines are now headed to the Middle East. The increased deployment and the questions it's creating.
Linwood Shopping Center is about to get its grocery store back. The strategy from the new owner to break the cycle.
And legend Chuck Norris passes away. The moments he became known for.
Your source for first alert weather and News Chopper 9, Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
All right, it's about spring break, so let's talk about some of the numbers here. We're still at 88 degrees. We were 89 last hour. So what about somewhere like Miami? They're a pretty toasty place usually. 76 in Miami, so they need to come here to warm up. And how about Houston? Also another warm area. They're currently at 82, so 6 degrees warmer than Houston. So we've got plenty of heat right here in the middle of the country. As far as your planner for the rest of the evening, shorts and t-shirt weather. So if you're going to go out to dinner, go to the park, it stays warm, it stays dry, hazy out there. 83 or 7 p.m. temperature, lower 70s by 9 o'clock this evening. So just really a nice and warm evening for us. And your weekend, we're going to continue with that heat. Low 90s tomorrow, 91. That's our forecast high. That would tie a record high for Saturday's date. And then heading into Sunday, we're going to start to cool down as a cold front moves in. We'll get more clouds. It'll be a windy day as well. 77 for our high temperature. We'll look ahead into next week and the temperatures you can expect then if we're going to see any more of this heat returning back to the area. That's coming up in a few more minutes.
Okay, appreciate the heads up. Thank you, Neville. Well, 2,500 Marines and 3 warships are now headed to the Middle East. This is in addition to the deployment announced last week.
Yeah, it's raising questions about how long the war might last. President Trump has stated the war is already won and the U.S. is doing very well. Israel has claimed several top leaders have been taken out, including today, saying the head of intelligence for Iran is dead. Iran's new supreme leader has still not been seen publicly. The president says this is causing problems.
We're having a hard time. We want to talk to them, and there's nobody to talk to. We have nobody to talk to, and you know what? We like it that way.
Iran is now threatening to target recreational areas and tourist destinations. That includes Jerusalem, which was hit by a missile today.
The former Sunfresh grocery store is ready for a new life. The new name and new layout it'll open with.
Martial arts icon Chuck Norris dies at 86, the roles he's known for.
And a beloved family in the metro needs help once again. The challenges they hope to overcome when caring for Tucker.
Committed to serving our neighbors in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
Legendary martial arts grandmaster and action star Chuck Norris has died. Norris starred in many TV and film roles from the 70s to the 2000s. He's most famous for his role in the series Walker, Texas Ranger. The Norris family says they are keeping his cause of death private, but they do say he was at peace. Norris was 86 years old.
Well, a new grocery store is getting ready to reopen in the Linwood Shopping Center. The Sunfresh store at that location closed last August.
KMBC 9's Andy Alcock joins us live outside that store after speaking with the new operator today. Andy?
Jamie, there is a lot going on to get ready to reopen. You can see the Sunfresh sign has already been removed. The new name of the store is going to be United Market. Today, new operator Anthony Estrada gave us a tour inside. He showed us the new logo. It features two hands wrapped around the moon and the sun. Estrada said there's going to be some painting, rebranding, and some reorganization of the way the store is laid out. There's also some licensing and permitting to get resolved. But Estrada said the store is in pretty good shape. For example, the existing shelving and refrigeration will be used. Estrada will be the third operator for the city-owned store. The most recent one is suing the city, claiming a lack of security. We asked Estrada how he plans to be successful.
I've been in the industry over 35 years and kind of focused on opening new stores and just trying to figure out what the challenges are so we can get them addressed. I've also been coordinating with different operators in the Kansas City market to help them open their stores, and we've been pretty successful.
And Estrada also tells us he's already hired someone with managerial experience at this location, and he's getting plenty of other interest from people to work here. The target date to open is May 13th. Reporting live at the Linwood Shopping Center, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
Andy, thank you. And we should know that the city has pumped millions of dollars into the Linwood shopping area. City leaders have budgeted $1.5 million to reopen that grocery store.
Well, let's get to Johnny Rollins in News Chopper 9. And Johnny, we made it to Friday. What a week we've had. What do you see?
Yeah, it was icy on Monday morning. All sorts of accidents because of that. And here we go. It's hot. The air conditioner running probably for a lot of folks this afternoon. We've got a pretty good rush hour underway, but we're on our way down, pedaling as fast as we can down I-49 here past the Triangle. There's going to be Blue Ridge Boulevard, and way off in the distance, we'll go ahead and zoom and see what we can see as far as an accident reported 140th Street. And yeah, look at that backup right there. I don't see anything necessarily at 140th, but it looks like maybe a little beyond there, closer to 150 Highway. So we'll continue on southbound, see if we can figure out what's going on. Right now, it looks like an easy extra 5 or 10 minutes through there. Traffic was really light this morning. Obviously not looking like that here. So there's something going on. We'll be over here in a little bit. Back to you in the studio.
All right, we will talk to you soon, Johnny. You can update us. 71 southbound, meanwhile, downtown to Lee Summit. It's in the yellow. It's a 24-minute commute right now. And 70 westbound downtown to Bonner Springs is its usual in the green, 14 minutes. And 35 southbound downtown to Olathe is also in the green at 19 minutes.
All three of our local women's teams are advancing one step further in women's basketball. KU, K-State, and Mizzou all played in the WBIT tournament last night.
That deserves bragging rights. The Jayhawks beat Troy 79-70. Next up, Rice. They will tip off at 5:30 on Sunday. The Wildcats took down Georgia Tech 69-65, and they will play California at 6, also on Sunday. And the Tigers beat Seton Hall last night 67-57. They will face Baylor on Sunday at 8. And you can see some of the women's NCAA games right here on KMBC this weekend.
Yeah, ABC is showing 2 games on Saturday. The Southern Jaguars will take on the South Carolina Gamecocks at noon. And then the UTSA Roadrunners will play the Connecticut Huskies at 2. Both the Gamecocks and the Huskies have a winning history in March, and they're both facing 16 seeds while being the #1 seed. But as we know, there are no guarantees in March Madness, so we'll see what happens.
No, bracket busters galore on the men's side. Well, diapers can be expensive and often aren't covered by food stamps, WIC, or Medicaid. KMBC 9 Cares for Kids and Happy Bottoms are trying to relieve the expense for some families. Diaper prices have gone up nearly 40% in the last 2 years, and Happy Bottoms says the need has increased too. Last year, they distributed about 6.7 million diapers. Each child gets a monthly supply of 75 diapers or 50 training pants for free. The diapers are distributed through partner agencies like Ability KC. Employees there say they can see the difference it makes.
If you're in messy clothing, you can't fully focus. And so if a child is in a diaper that's overcapacitated, then they need a new one. And diapers, like I said, are very expensive. And so having that option of being able to change the diaper more frequently because it's a free service is a lot helpful to the families.
And we want to raise enough money this month to cover the costs of 2 million diapers for local families. Any amount you can give will make an impact. To get started, all you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or log on to kmbc.com/community. All right, Neville. Yeah, we have Jamie as our guest today.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I brought the heat because I was just ready to talk about summer.
You were. And I remember, and it's funny, Johnny just touched on it a minute ago, we had the ice on Monday.
What's crazy is I had forgotten that. I forgot that it was icy on
forgot
Monday.
about that.
Yes.
I made a little pendulum graphic here because I checked with the weather service. We hit 90 degrees today, by the way. So Monday morning, Jamie, when you were working, the wind chill was 9 degrees below zero. 4 mornings ago. 4 mornings ago. Today's high, 90 degrees. That's a 4-day difference right there. And you're talking about going from a wind chill of 9 below, and we had some snow showers on Monday, to 90 degrees today. That was our actual high, and then our actual wind chill on Monday was 9 degrees below zero. So it's been a wild week for us, right? A lot of changes, and moving forward for the rest of today and tomorrow, it's going to continue to feel like summer. You might need your fan or your air conditioner because we'll see more hot weather for tomorrow. And with these hot temperatures, the sunshine, the dry conditions, the dry air, any fires that develop could spread rather quickly. So there is that higher fire danger. Thankfully, our wind is not really that strong. If we had a stronger wind, this would be an even bigger issue. That being said, areas, especially as you go west of the metro on the Kansas side, you will have the highest risk in the areas we go through the rest of today, and more so for afternoon hours tomorrow. You can see it here on FutureScan. Does a good job, one of our tools here that can show you that risk of fire danger going through the day. So here's a look at noon on your Saturday. Notice how we start to see more of that orange showing up, and then as we go through the second half of your Saturday, we're more so in the orange to red category. So that means no outdoor burning, even the cigarette butts, all those need to make sure that they're put out properly, because any grass fires that could form because of those sparks could cause big fires. And so we're even seeing some smoke right now in our air from fires off to our west and southwest. So be extra cautious tomorrow. Otherwise, beyond that, enjoy the warm weather, especially if you're a fan of summer-like temperatures. Tomorrow will be a day for you. 91, that is our forecast high. So tomorrow's weather is going to be a lot like today's. 50s in the morning, 81 at midday. Low 90s for the afternoon. That southwest wind at 5 to upwards of 15 miles an hour, especially north and west of the metro. Sunday, more clouds, a little bit cooler. 77 for a high. 60 on Monday. That's our cool day as we head out of the weekend into early next week. We're right back up near 80 degrees by Wednesday and Thursday of next week before another cold front comes in that knocks us back into the upper 50s and low 60s heading into next weekend. And as you can see here, we don't have any chances of rain. Now, that might change heading through next weekend into the very tail end of the month, but in general, we are looking dry, and we are certainly looking dry for tomorrow evening's match as Sporting KC takes on Colorado. Warm weather, again, low 90s in the afternoon, should be in the mid 80s for the first half of the game, about 80 degrees for the second half, and then mid to upper 70s heading home.
Well, KMBC 9 Investigates is looking into mail problems in a KCK neighborhood. The dogs keeping carriers away.
The nation's busiest airport is dealing with hours-long wait times for security. The TSA agents no longer showing up due to no pay.
And 4-year-old Tucker Langford is defying doctors' expectations, but his family needs help to keep caring for him, the safe space they want to build for Tucker.
A different family in the metro is working to get a wheelchair for their daughter. On KMBC 9 News at 5, Alan Shope tells us about the miracle for Macy. You may remember 4-year-old Tucker Langford. He's the little boy with a rare skin disease and a life-threatening heart condition. Well, Kansas City showed up for him big time last fall with a massive truck parade.
And his family is now trying to raise money for a safe, sanitary place for his hospice care. KMBC's Krista Tatchell shows us how Tucker is doing and what he needs to thrive.
I am very lucky because I have the best grandson that any possible person could imagine.
Don't tell 4-year-old Tucker Langford he can't do something. He'll show you. His butterfly skin disease and heart condition threaten his life every day. He's been on hospice since last year, and with the beautiful confidence of a 4-year-old, has outlived every doctor's prediction about his lifespan. His current painful care is intense in a very tight area. His family is asking the city they love for help building Tucker a healthy, year-round space where his care can continue. His grandpa Rick has already laid down a concrete pad, but money is tight. Medications, dressings, and round-the-clock care have drained savings, but not their hope.
At nighttime, I have a hard time sleeping sometimes. I have a hard time sleeping because I want to make sure that the next day goes well. You know what I mean? So I struggle within a little bit on that, and I don't want to lose faith. That's it. You know what I mean? My faith is always being tested. It seems like over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, it always works out. It always works out.
Krista Tatchell, KMBC 9 News.
And a GoFundMe has been set up for the family. They are looking to raise at least $1,000. You can find that link on our website, kmbc.com.
Loose dogs are keeping mail carriers away from the KCK neighborhood. KMBC 9 Investigates is finding out how residents can get mail a different way.
TSA shortages lead to hours-long waits. The headaches for passengers as a partial government shutdown drags on.
And Kansas City is reaching a record high. The climb our team tracked this afternoon, and the record we could break tomorrow, too.
Committed to serving our neighbors in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
Well, we spotted a fisherman enjoying this unusually warm weather at Shawnee Mission Park this afternoon. Spent a few minutes getting himself and his boat ready, then pushed off. Not a bad day to practice patience while waiting for the fish to bite. Neville, the sun is shining, which is spring-like.
And although we're in the upper 80s, which is more like summer, and we did set a record.
We did, Lauren, Jamie, actually a couple of records for today. So we hit 90 degrees this afternoon, which breaks the previous record, which was 82 set back in 1953. So we totally blew that one out of the water. Also, by hitting 90 degrees today, so the 20th of March actually makes it the earliest 90-plus degree day on record. The previous record was tomorrow's date, the 21st of March, set back in 1907. So we went ahead and got that record as well. And even right now, we're still holding at 88 degrees in Kansas City, 92 for Lawrence, and 93 in Ottawa. It's a dry heat right now, so it's not muggy outside, but certainly way above normal. Our normal high is about 57 degrees, so we are way above that. Plenty of 80s and some lower 90s, pretty much region-wide. And tomorrow, we're going to copy and paste and do it all over again. We'll get right back up into those low 90s tomorrow afternoon. 91 our high, middle and maybe even some upper 90s, if you can believe that, for parts of Nebraska, central Kansas, and western Kansas. So some big time heat for our Saturday, but there are some changes on the way as we head into the second half of the weekend and get into next week. So I'll let you know how long you might need to run the fans and the air conditioners. That's in a few more minutes.
All right, Neville, thank you. It is feeling a whole lot like baseball weather outside, and Union Station thinks so too.
Yeah, it put up 2 Kansas City Royals banners this morning, and we stopped by to get a look at them. They'll go right next to the Titanic banner. What's inside Union Station is even cooler, though. Check this out. Life-size bobbleheads. There they are. They moved in this morning. You've got Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, and the Pasquatch there, all represented. Several fans even stopped in to get pictures with them. The Royals home opener is 10 days away, if you can believe it. They will face the Minnesota Twins. First pitch is at 3:10. A Monday, so worth noting it's a Monday home opener.
Wow, yeah, it's coming, but we got to wrap up basketball first because it is March Madness. Both KU and MU are getting ready to tip off tonight.
So the Jayhawks are in San Diego while the Tigers are just down I-70 in St. Louis. We were at both teams' practices yesterday. Number 10 Missouri will face number 7 Miami tonight, and number 4 Kansas will face number 13 Cal Baptist. KU is overwhelmingly expected to advance, but the odds are a little bit closer for Mizzou, 30-60 that they win. Both teams are going to be holding fan rallies in their respective regions. Ahead on KMBC 9 News at 5, Eric Graves and Taylor Kaufman will join us live with the hype building all around those games.
How fun. All right, let's get to Johnny Rollins. And Johnny, you were talking about a possible accident on 49 Highway. Was that the case?
There was an accident down there. We'll talk about it in a minute. Turned out it's not going to be a big deal, thankfully. So, well, it's always a big deal for anybody in a wreck, but it is not causing a big traffic problem. We are at the Bond Bridge here, following traffic across the river and that northbound run up to North Kansas City, through North Kansas City, and the I-35-29 split. Looking good right now, not seeing any problems at all. That accident, I-49, turned out to be northbound at 140th, opposing the heavy traffic as far as the rush hour is concerned, so not a big deal. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
All right, that's great news. Thanks, Johnny. And 29 northbound downtown to KCI just continues to get slower. It's 26 minutes. There is construction up there that could be helping with that slowdown. And 35 northbound downtown to Liberty is in the yellow at 16 minutes. 70 westbound downtown to Bonner Springs still in the green at 14 minutes.
Right now, air travelers all across the country are dealing with unpredictable wait times. It's really become a problem in Atlanta. The Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, the international airport there, is one of the busiest in the world. Some TSA workers have started calling out because they can't get to work. They've gone more than a month without pay. Travelers had to deal with 2-hour wait times Friday morning, and this creates even bigger challenges for passengers who need special assistance.
I have MS. How you gonna expect me to stand up and push my own self in a wheelchair? Atlanta gotta do better. I had to pay a stranger $100 to push me and get me through the TSA line. Do better. Trump, fix it.
Well, the wait was even worse in Houston. The Bush Intercontinental Airport, they had a 3-hour wait time. My goodness. Well, let's see if KCI is feeling the impact at all. We are taking a live look at the departure board. We're only seeing one delay right now. It's a Delta flight to Minneapolis. KCI TSA workers are actually hired through a subcontractor, so they are getting paid right now during this partial shutdown.
Well, getting answers for people in KCK. They've gone without mail delivery for weeks now, and they contacted KMBC 9 Investigates for help getting answers. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener is in the Strawberry Hill neighborhood after talking to the USPS.
Mail is not getting delivered to these postal boxes on homes here in the Strawberry Hill neighborhood. That's because the USPS says they've had trouble with loose dogs around this street in the 500 block of Barnett. Kansas City is actually one of the highest rates of dog bites on postal carriers in the country, coming in 7th for the latest stats as of 2024. Mail carriers have the right to call off mail service if they believe that they are threatened by a dog. Definitely not a new problem. And when your mail carrier comes to your home, the USPS recommends putting your dogs inside or keeping them behind a fence or on a leash. Still, people around here are concerned since they have to go to the post office to get their mail.
I feel sorry for people in this neighborhood that probably haven't thought of going down there and wonder why they aren't getting mail.
We may think they're friendly and everything's great, but that interaction with the letter carrier, they may take it like they're being territorial and they're going to attack our carriers, and we can't have that.
As mail service remains suspended here, the Postal Service has this reminder: if your dog attacks a mail carrier, you could be on the hook for damages. In the Strawberry Hill neighborhood, Matt Fleener, KMBC 9 News.
All right, well, the Postal Service said they'll go back out to that street today to see if the problem can be solved for good.
Well, local domestic violence shelters are sounding the alarm over a fight for funding that's putting crime victims at risk in Missouri. Governor Mike Kehoe's proposed budget cuts would cut millions of dollars in funds for victim advocacy and crime prevention, along with more cuts for domestic violence shelter services. Victims advocates and shelters are pleading with lawmakers for help. Without these funds, shelters would have to make some hard decisions.
People will be victimized, are going to be damaged, people will have needs, and I think the other piece that's really important to consider is the impact on the system as a whole. So more and more people will be needing services, so that's going to impact law enforcement, prosecution, and services outside of just the victim services that we're providing.
Well, Sunday on Heart of the Matter, we'll discuss what the cuts could mean for women and kids here at home and why time is a factor here. Don't miss Heart of the Matter. It airs Sunday mornings at 10:30 on KMBC 9.
Keeping Kansas safe on the road, the bill state lawmakers passed requiring more caution in construction zones.
Black County is connecting the community. The event held this morning, giving people with disabilities a chance to share their story.
And the 66th annual World of Wheels started this afternoon. The custom cars you'll get to look at up close.
Your source for first alert weather and News Chopper 9, Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
All right, a new record high today, a new earliest 90-degree day for the year on record as well. 20th of March. The previous record was tomorrow. It was the 21st back in 1907. So we beat that by a day. We're still holding at 88 degrees. That is 30 degrees warmer than today's normal high temperature. And by the way, look at this. We are quite a bit warmer than Miami, Florida. Also Houston, 82 degrees. So we're warmer than those guys, and that's even with plenty of sunshine in Houston. The rest of your evening stays warm. So if you are planning on heading out, you can get by with shorts and t-shirts because look how warm it's going to stay. 83 at 7 o'clock, still in the low 70s at 9 o'clock this evening. Just that hazy sky up there. We do have some smoke that's been drifting in from prescribed burns to our south and western parts of Kansas, some wildfires in parts of Oklahoma. So our air quality was in the moderate category for today. Hopefully we'll see some improvement over the weekend. Still tomorrow, more heat. 91 on Saturday, plenty of sun, and then on Sunday, more clouds turning cooler. We're back in the 70s. I'll let you know if we can see any rain over the next 9 days. That's still ahead.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Neville. Well, the World of Wheels has arrived in Bartle Hall. That annual event just got started this afternoon.
It certainly did. There's a massive collection of cars ready for you to check out. It ranges from custom show cars to restored classics to cutting-edge builds. There will also be judging and awards. KMBC 9's Rachel Ripp got to speak to one of the organizers this morning about a Jurassic twist to the show this year.
This was actually used in the movie. Quite often we have replicas, but this was actually used in the movie, and we're proud to have it here. But the dinosaur's a bigger hit than the vehicle. But kids come up, and the dinosaur just all of a sudden just starts growling, and kids just are amazed with it.
Wow. Okay, that is super cool. World of Wheels runs through Sunday. You can buy tickets ahead of time or when you arrive.
Well, Kansans could soon have some more rules to follow on the road. The bill that would limit cell phone use.
And getting you prepared for spring break travel, the steps to take with your luggage before dropping it off at the counter.
Flat County is giving people with disabilities a chance to connect with others. The services represented at this morning's event.
Committed to serving our neighbors in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
And welcome back. We are live at News Chopper 9, taking a look at the afternoon rush, Friday afternoon on a 90-degree day in March. I would say not everybody went to work today with that kind of forecast. And look at I-35 coming southbound, following that past the flyover ramp from I-35 to southbound 69 highway. And even the merge, the I-35 over the Parkway merge, even Friday we see this kind of jam, but not this one. So there you go. Back to you in the studio.
We'll take it, Johnny. Thank you. Quick check of your drive times this afternoon. I-35 southbound from downtown to Olathe running just fine at 21 minutes. A brief slowdown on I-35 northbound from downtown to Liberty running you 17 minutes, while it's a 25-minute drive from downtown to Blue Springs along I-70.
Kansas drivers could have new rules to follow soon. Both the State House and Senate have passed a bill.
So this bill will keep drivers from using a cell phone in construction zones as well as school zones. The bill also establishes fines that drivers could face if they violate the bill. According to AAA, there were nearly 14,000 distracted driving-related crashes in Kansas back in 2024. The bill will now head to the governor's desk. Also in Kansas, cell phone use was limited in schools this week.
Governor Laura Kelly signed the bill into law yesterday.
This is bipartisan because the concern for the mental health and the academic performance of our kids was a nonpartisan issue.
This law will keep students' phones locked up and out of sight during the school day. It is worded that way to allow flexibility. Each district will get to decide what that looks like for them. This law will go into effect September 1st.
2 million diapers, thousands of children in need, $12 to make a difference. KMBC 9 Cares for Kids and Happy Bottoms are working to make sure our youngest Kansas Cityans stay happy, healthy, and dry, but we need your help.
Inside a busy warehouse in Kansas City, Missouri, thousands and thousands of diapers are being bundled up. for our youngest Kansas Cityans.
We've grown 20% over last year and distributing about 6.7 million diapers out our door.
Happy Bottoms is Kansas City's only diaper bank, providing free diapers to thousands of local children every month. And the need is growing.
The prices of diapers have increased over the last couple of years. We've seen the price increase almost 38%.
Meaning more and more families are struggling to make ends meet.
What we have heard families say to us is that they've had to use other essential items in their households to take the place of a diaper, and we don't want anybody to ever have to think that they have to use an old t-shirt. Maybe it's a plastic bag from one of the grocery stores. Maybe it's a newspaper.
Diapers are not covered by government programs like WIC, Medicaid, or food stamps. But anyone who needs help can connect with Happy Bottoms and receive 75 free diapers a month.
If the family needs diapers, we are going to make sure that that family has the right size diaper and the dignity that goes along with that and their families.
Your support can help thousands of local families get through the tough times.
If we can provide that hand up, that is what we want to do here at Happy Bottoms. It's a hand up, not a handout.
Well, our goal is to cover the cost of 2 million diapers for local families. A $12 donation will help diaper a baby for 1 month, but any amount you can give will make a big difference. To get started, all you have to do is scan this QR code on your screen now or log on to kmbc.com/community.
The community with disabled people gathered in Platte County this morning to share their experiences. The event was called Share Your Story. It gives people with disabilities a chance to share their own story instead of other people telling it for them. The seminar's guest speaker was Rebecca Tausing. She's used a wheelchair since she was young, and she's an author, podcaster, and advocate for the disabled.
Is realizing that you have choices, that you get to decide something for yourself. I think I think that is an empowering thing for a person.
Some of the people who attended are already writing and podcasting. The seminar was hosted by the Platte County Board of Services.
Well, the world's largest hot dog is going to be roaming around Kansas City this week. The Wienermobile plans to stop at several different locations across the metro.
It always makes me want to sing the old commercial, but I won't. KMBC 9's Alan Shope shows us today's destination.
This is truly a vehicle that transcends generations.
And for Wienermobile driver Maggie Dawson, it's a year of driving around the country and talking hot dogs.
Everywhere we go, from big cities to even the smallest of towns, we're just trying to bring that happiness, spread those smiles, and it becomes something that someone from every generation can connect over.
It's one of the most eye-catching vehicles that can legally go down the road, and it will be going down Kansas City streets this week. On Friday, the hot dog pulling up to Wonderscope.
We just try to keep life fun.
And it's not just a giant hot dog, it's a great conversation piece for different types of education. For kids, they say it includes balanced meal planning and wheels in motion.
And we have a lot of that here in the museum as well. You can get on our bus and see how that drives. So again, lots of tie-ins to the Wienermobile and Wonderscope.
There are currently 6 of these 27-foot-long hot dogs on the highways of America right now, but can you believe the very first one was 1936?
It really is like a parade everywhere we go. People are always smiling, waving, honking. It's pretty special.
In South Kansas City, Alan Shope, KMBC 9 News.
Now, if you want to know where the Wienermobile will be each day this week, you can go to oscarmeyer.com, then click on Wienermobile.
You know, I was wondering if there were multiples, but
there are. I have the inside scoop.
Okay.
There are multiple Wienermobiles. I only know this because in college, one stopped by the Syracuse campus. We met one of the Wienermobile drivers, and they keep one in each region. And you can pick if you want to drive the Wienermobile or the Planters Peanut Mobile.
Okay.
The things you learn on a Friday.
Facts right here. Facts. You know, this is why we have Jamie here doing the floor, right?
Exactly.
Just
for fun.
You know?
Let's bring Jamie in so
yes.
she can explain.
Great to tell. It's going to be a segment every week. I can see that coming with you. Just a lot of good information. Hey, let's talk about how hot it is out there, right? We are still in the upper 80s. So maybe you turned on your air conditioner. I've gotten some messages. Some of you have already done that. And today might be the day for you as we actually hit 90 degrees this afternoon. And it will be just as hot for tomorrow. So just help you plan ahead here. Something to think about, or at least you might need to run the fans because it's going to be pretty toasty again, and then eventually we'll start to cool back down. So our setup here shows this big area of high pressure, hot high pressure, just heat dome. That's what we normally call it when we're in the summertime months. Usually not so much of an issue for us this time of year, but they are already dealing with triple-digit heat out towards areas like Phoenix, parts of Arizona, into southeastern parts of California. Some big heat out that way, and we are getting in on some of that heat as this area of high pressure expands eastward. So that's pushing our temperatures 20 to upwards of 35 degrees above normal. So let's go ahead and jump right into tomorrow's temperatures so you can plan out your Saturday. 89 your high in Albany, 91 for St. Joseph, 91 your high in Atchison. Again, this would be more typical for me to show you late July, August, not necessarily middle part of March. 87 are high in Richmond, 91 for Kansas City. That would tie the record for tomorrow, which is 91 degrees, set back in 1907. And then as we go south, 89 for Overland Park and Olathe, your highs tomorrow, by the way. 90 for Paola, 90 in Garnett, 88 for Clinton. So some pool weather, some lake weather tomorrow. I know the pools aren't open, but gosh, with temperatures like that, really kind of gives off that summer vibe. The hourly breakdown for tomorrow, near 60 degrees pretty early in the day. So at 8 in the morning, we're already going to be almost at 60. 81 at lunchtime, low 90s for the afternoon, plenty of sunshine, a little bit more of a breeze tomorrow, and that's why we do have that higher fire danger for tomorrow. So enjoy the warm weather, but just be cognizant that that breeze, the dry conditions, the warm air could cause any sort of grass fires that develop to spread very quickly. Sunday, it's a windier day, but cooler with more clouds. 77 for a high, 60 on Sunday, and then we start to warm right back up from there. So mid-60s on Tuesday, closer to 80 degrees by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, and then we're back near 60 for Friday and Saturday. And as you can see here, as far as any rain goes, we're just not seeing it over the next 9 days, again, because that big area of high pressure that's providing the heat, it also steers that rain around us. So really nothing to see at least through next weekend. And the temperatures are just going to continue to run above average. The jet stream is going to hang out way to our north up near the U.S.-Canada border. And this takes us out 2 weeks, which goes through the end of March.
Okay, thank you for the heads up, Neville. Well, if you're hopping on a plane for spring break, take a picture of your luggage first, the evidence you'll need in case it gets damaged.
Millions of travelers are heading to the airport for spring break, and there's something they should be doing before they check their bags.
If luggage is lost or damaged, getting reimbursed could come down to what they can actually prove. National consumer correspondent Ali Jasinski walks us through those steps.
Millions of people are traveling for spring break, and that means millions of checked bags are traveling through airline systems. But if your bag comes off the carousel damaged or doesn't show up at all, getting reimbursed may depend on how well you documented everything that was inside. Under U.S. Department of Transportation rules, airlines are responsible if checked baggage is lost, delayed, or damaged while it's in their control. For domestic flights, airlines can limit their liability to about $4,700 per passenger, but that's a maximum cap, and airlines typically require documentation before paying a claim. There are a few steps you can take at home to make that process easier, so let's back up. First, take pictures while you pack. Doing that can help prove what was inside your suitcase if your bag gets lost. Next, take a picture of the bag itself. That can help document the condition of your luggage before the trip, which will matter if you have to file a claim. Keep receipts or proof of purchase for expensive items. Airlines often ask for documentation of value, and without it, they may estimate a much lower amount. Finally, if you're bringing anything valuable with you that you really care about, so things like jewelry, or maybe you're bringing a camera or electronics, pack those in your personal item. The reason why many airlines actually decline to cover fragile things if you read through their carriage contracts. If your bag does get damaged, airlines are typically on the hook for things like broken wheels and handles, not normal wear and tear. And you're going to want to report that damage quickly, ideally while you are still at the airport. That's because some airlines require you to report damage in person, or they only give you a few hours to do so. Reporting in New York, I'm Allie Jasinski.
Well, gas prices in the U.S. are rising at record levels. Prices are almost $1 more expensive since the start of the Iran war.
Next at 5, the new numbers showing just how much more it's costing consumers. Plus, a community coming together to help one family reach an important goal for their daughter. That's all ahead on KMBC 9 News at 5.